And you still can't see the numbers!
I have a feeling I'm going to be using the Brian Regan drop for like, I don't know, the rest of the year. What's happening, guys? How's everybody doing? Little late night chat. Why the hell not? Thought I was going to do like a regular video, but I didn't feel like it. Yeah, I was eating dinner. First off, I made dinner, which was, a nice little dinner. And then I was watching the Giants game, which they won. Shutout. Go Giants. And then I was like, all right, should I do this video? What's going on? How should I talk about these freaking numbers? How should I do it? What's going on, guys? How you doing? You got Jason, Infinity, Marvin, Pro, Paul. So I just thought, I'm just going to do it live. Why not? It's what I do best, right? Just talk. Pour a little vino right here. So I'll sip on this. Good stuff. So yeah, we'll see if we can make sense of anything that's happening today. That happened today. I know it's kind of like a whirlwind, and it's almost just like, which one is it? Was it good? Was it bad? And then just kind of looking at it all, I'm like, well, was it both? I don't know. Is that even possible? Who knows, man? It's all just crazy. I think we were kind of hoping for. I think we were hoping for a little bit more. I don't think we got as much information as we wanted. But and it is kind of weird too, because I think somebody even mentioned this the other day. It was like, what's going on, Matt Miguel, LP3? How you guys doing? Marco, how you doing? What's going on, Gracie? So it's just like it's funny too, because on the Disney Investors Day, they decided to go, hey, guess what? Your money's in good hands. This is all the shit we're going to give you in the next decade. I think we all kind of secretly hope that there's going to be something like that when it comes to this, but it's a little bit different. When it comes to Warner Brothers, obviously it's always a little bit different. So, I mean, it wasn't like we're going to get a slate, even though I have been hearing things that there's going to be some kind of slate. Maybe we already kind of partially know the slate, because obviously, Black Adam is about to start filming, or has. Flash to start filming. We already know that the Batman's wrapped up. Aquaman 2 is going to start, but I guess apparently, and then of course Shazam 2. But, there's going to be other stuff too. Probably that's going to be coming out. Who knows? But yeah, it's all just, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Daniel. We're doing it live. Just thought it'd be easier. It's just, it's all crazy. Just looking at everything, and I was working today and just trying to see what was going on. I know it. I guess the earnings call happened at like 5:30 this morning for me, so I of course wasn't quite awake yet, because I usually get up at 6:30. It gives me like a half an hour to just kind of stretch out a little bit. Wake up, pull the eye boogers out of my face, and get myself a coffee before I start working. So it was just basically, doing all that. Anyways, what am I drinking tonight, Ariel? I'm just a little bit of vino, a little bit of red wine. Went well with the. Well, actually, it didn't go good with the dinner. I actually didn't have it with dinner, because anytime that I put hot sauce on anything, wine's not really a good liquid to dampen to drink after having some hot sauce. That's for sure. So yeah, so just so definitely did not. April 30th. Okay. See, that's what I'm so confused by. So April 30th is the investors meeting. So why was today considered the investors day? See, that's why it was all kind of confusing, because everybody's talking about investors day today. So apparently next Friday is going to be investors meeting. So I don't know. Is it investors day, investors meeting, whatever the hell you want to call it? I don't know. That's what's just all crazy about all this. It's like nothing's like clear. Earnings call was today. So should I retitle this call call it earnings call instead? No, I'll just keep it the way it is. And we'll talk about it next week too. That's a Friday. That's next time. It was quarter one's earnings call. So maybe I should update. I'll probably update the title then. Yeah. Because I know I just figured I thought it was earnings call was the first thing. And then it was, hey, investors, this is what's happening here. And maybe they just kind of kept it on the wraps, but I guess I'm just a big dummy when it comes to all this stuff. That's for damn sure. Yeah. So, yeah, but there's some articles that came out. There's some that were just like, at the NFL draft next week too. There you go. Yeah, there's some, articles that came out. I mean, I know, I used, the two different tweets, the polar opposite tweets for my thumbnail, just because it was just funny. It was like, hey, which one is it? Was it bad? Was it good? But it looks like CNBC actually, they actually pulled that little headline. I mean, the article just kind of states HBOMax adds 2.7 million domestic subscribers ahead of global launch. And apparently they're going to be starting getting international in quarter two, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just kind of reading through. I mean, okay, so reading through this, the CNBC, yeah, the numbers. He said it made 43 billion. That's a lot. 43 billion. Holy shit. Yeah, that was all Snyder cut right there, man. At least. But it said, yeah, in the CNBC article, kind of breaks it down a little bit. It says in the crowded streaming world, HBO Max holding its own against global platform like Netflix and Disney Plus. I mean, that's where this really suffers. I mean, if only it could have just launched internationally. I mean, I get there's like the whole logistics of it and everything, and it's not like they could have just like held out and been, no, we're just gonna hold out till we can do international. They wanted to get the ball rolling, especially with the pandemic. I mean, obviously that was a smart move from Jason Kilar and the whole dual release thing. And it says right here on Thursday, AT&T, which owns Warner Media, revealed that its streaming service HBOMax and its premium cable offering HBO added 2.7 million domestic subscribers during the first quarter. Now, obviously I think I even mentioned this last time when talking about numbers. Where it's like they do combine HBO Max and HBO because obviously people can get HBO all over the place. And then there's, I guess if you're an HBO subscriber, you can always automatically get HBO Max. I don't know. There's a lot of things. We're in such new grounds here, guys. That's what's so confusing. I mean, when it comes to box office, how easy is a fucking box office? There's two different numbers. Well, if you're living in the US, there's two different numbers. Well, I mean, even if you're not, there's two different. There's domestic and international. And that's what's like so hard to gauge when it comes to this, man. What happened? Finally, a calm stream after Enosh and Jeremy from... Oh, man, that's what happened? I saw something about that. Enosh had a dude from Geeks and Gamer. I wonder what they... I guess it was Star Wars stuff, I'm guessing, right? I saw something about that. I was like, I just thought he was commenting about it, but go Enosh. I mean, if that's the case. But yeah, we're just like in totally new ground here, because on one hand, you could look at this and be like, hey, this is not that great. 2.7, that's it in this quarter, in the first quarter. What the hell? But then you compare it to Netflix when, even the article right here, it says, yes, it added nearly 4 million global subscribers during quarter one, but it only added 450,000 subscribers in the US and Canada. So compare that to 2.7 million domestic. I mean, that's counting Canada. We're not even counting Canada here, guys. We're not doing that. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's, sorry. I'm sorry. It's a brute. Sorry, my Canadian friends. I love you. I'm just kidding around. Come on. No, but so you look at it like that. That sounds great. But then, of course, it's still not global. It's still not international and everything. So, Yeah, of course, Netflix is always going to be on top, but and then you got Disney Plus too, which let's see, what does it say? The company was around. Yes, I mean Netflix right now, 207.6 million total global subscribers. Disney doesn't break out its U.S. subscribers either, only offering a global user total. The company won't reveal its subscriber growth for the 3-month spread between January and March until May. But during the previous 3-month period, it added 21.2 million new accounts globally. So, yeah. So you're comparing global to domestic to, first glance, Warner Media seems to be falling behind in the pack. In total, HBO Max and HBO have a combined 44.2 million subscribers domestically, up from the 41.5 reported at the end of fourth quarter. So there's that number too. So yeah, you got that too, where they do combine, of course, HBO, regular HBO, which I guess they can do. I mean, technically it is. I mean, that's what's so funny about this is, I don't know. That's why I kind of wondered when there was like rumors that possibly that they were going to change HBO Max to Warner Max, maybe just to make it a little easier. But then at the same time, why would they want to do that? Because then you can actually take these numbers and kind of fluff them up a little bit because, hey, we got HBO. Just regular HBO, not just HBO Max. So it all just kind of sounds better. Globally, the services have less than 64 million subscribers. So, I mean, even though that sounds good, but you can also look at it as bad. And then, of course, anybody who is hating on Warner Brothers, like, I mean, you say, well, we're all hating on Warner Brothers, but, when we're talking about the dual releasing, I mean, obviously those similar bloggers that just want to just hate on everything, they hate on Jason Kyler and HBO Max for doing the dual release, but yet are too chicken shit to go to a fucking theater. It's kind of funny how that is. You can really see their bias and their true colors. And the fact that the matter is they just really hate Snyder for some reason, probably because he has more testosterone in his fucking earlobe than they do in their entire body. That's just the way it is, guys. No matter what, I don't care. That's just the way it is. But yeah, so there's that. And like I said, another thing you can take in consideration too is like, HBO Max does have a higher subscription monthly price, monthly subscription. So, when you're taking in the numbers, I mean, obviously HBO Max is charging about $15, they are charging, more than the competitor, which then of course you got Disney Plus, who's like, hey, we're going to charge you $30 more for a new movie. It's always weird, but, so there was that. And then it says right here from, John Stankey, he says, HBO Max continues to deliver strong subscriber gains fueled by success of our day and date theatrical strategy. In the U.S., we've added more than 11 million domestic HBO Max and HBO subscribers in the last 12 months. I don't know. The fucking numbers. Jeez. It's all crazy. And then, I mean, the one I wanted to show you guys mainly was like the graphs that it was actually showing everything in a good light, specifically Zack Snyder's Justice League, which was floating around. Let me see if I can find it. I got so many damn tabs open. There it is. All right. So this is definitely what was floating around too. I just saw Chris Wong Swenson posted it as well. So you got this right here also. We got this right here that says Warner Media segment, and it's kind of breaking it down: higher subscription growth and improved advertising trends. Hey, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it. Hey, you know what? It took all of us. Even the people that hate me. There's some. What's up, Bradley? Thanks for stopping by, man. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. But right here, of course, it says the first quarter. Warner Media first quarter of 2020 was 7.8 million, and then this is now it's at 8.5 higher subscription. Okay, and it says advertising revenues up 18.5% with return of sports. Expect continued theatrical revenue improvement in 2021. HBO Max success drove DTC subscription revenue growth of 35%. Don't you have to get up at? Yeah, no, I get up at 6:30, dude. Yeah, it's only 9:45 here. Don't worry. I'm good. I'm good for now. I'm not going to go on for like 2 hours. But it says domestic our ARPU stable at 12. I don't even know. See, that's the thing. This is where I'm a big dum-dum, and we're going to be talking about this tomorrow because, we can hopefully get, Mr. Numbers guy, Stephen Colbert, to kind of shine some more light on this. But it says rising retail mix provides upside opportunity, 60 international markets planned by year end, AVOD on target to launch in June of 2021. Yeah, we need to get that international. But as you can see right here, premium content resonating with subscriber base. Obviously, Godzilla vs. Kong. And we just got this new one with Kate Winslet, Mar Easttown. But then I love the fact that Zack Snyder's Justice League is right next to the Nevers. I mean, how much more poetic can that be? You got the series created by Joss Whedon, and then we got the movie that was resurrected from Joss Whedon's fucking shithouse right next to each other right here, which is kind of funny. But the fact that it's being acknowledged that Zack Snyder's Justice League was part of the growing force, that's a good sign. That's definitely a good sign. So we got that. It's just kind of funny how they're right next to each other. It's like, what? What are the odds, man? Come on. And then it is going to be curious too to see if maybe Mortal Kombat pushes some numbers too. And then there's this right here, HBOMax plan, domestic subscribers, and it just, that's their plan. Is that your plan? And at the plan. I don't know. We're just in such new ground here, guys. It's so weird. So weird. It just kind of, people are saying it failed. It did not. It did not fail. But at the same time, we're kind of just wondering what the fuck, how do we gauge all this? What's going on? I mean, the what I look at it, I mean, obviously I'm seeing Snyder fans just go, fuck all this. I'm just going to cancel. We're just going to do it. I don't think that's going to make any of any impact, really. I'm not canceling. I don't suggest anybody cancels. There's still good stuff on there and more stuff coming. I mean, if you want to go see Mortal Kombat, I mean, hopefully you guys watch my review today of Mortal Kombat. What's going on, funny man? You saw my review, hating on Mortal. Yeah, see, Jose hating on Mortal Kombat. I did not say it was a shit sandwich, but it just, come on. We all feared when we heard about the runtime and everything. Come on. There's just something about. There's something about this Mortal Kombat world that, I want a little bit more. Hey, let's get into the mythology. Let's flesh these characters out. I mean, honestly, the proper way to do a Mortal Kombat, which they try to do with Mortal Kombat Legacy, is flesh this shit out, man, and just build it up with these characters. So much backstory, and they just don't do that. But the fighting is great. The gore is great. The fatalities are great. But, it just gets a little B-roll-ish. That's all. Just watch my review. I'll be giving my spoiler review sometime this weekend. I'll be posting that and just kind of talk about some of that. Yeah, it was not enough nudity. Damn it. Yeah, but it's just, there's just not enough that you could fit in that runtime. That's it. It's not so much. It's not enough you could fit in that runtime. So. But at the same time, I'm wondering how much this is going to push numbers too. Numbers. That's the thing. What is Mortal Kombat going to bring? Hopefully it does. I hope Mortal Kombat's successful. I want them to greenlight the next 3 movies, apparently, because what's his name who plays Sub-Zero apparently signed on for 4. I want them to greenlight the next 3 movies, and then, hey, give them fucking 2.5 hour runtimes, huh? How about that? Please? Make it an hour longer than this one. This one was a good starting point, I would say. Hey, here's the world. It's a mix for, whether you played Mortal Kombat the whole time or just the first few games, or you just got on board with the last few games. Because I've told you guys too, I'm a classic Mortal Kombat player. I played the Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 religiously. I will always forever know the blood code on Sega Genesis. It's embedded in my brain. Always will. ABACABB. That's what it is. Yeah. Get over here. And that's what would happen. I remember there was a blood code for Super Nintendo as well. It was way more complicated. I don't even remember that one because, fucking Super Nintendo, they had the right and left buttons on the top as well as like 4 buttons. It was all very complicated, very complicated. And there was barely any blood added to it. You saw like a little bit, but when it came to Sega Genesis, they were like, yeah, let's fucking do this, man. Sub-Zero is going to rip a head off with some spine. We're going to see a beating heart. We're going to see all kinds of shit. But but nothing beat like playing it in the arcade. Holy shit. That was so good. And then when Mortal Kombat 2 came out, oh, so good. I used to like I've told you guys before too. When I was a little one, and of course I had to get dragged. My brother played in a bowling league, so I had to get dragged to the bowling alley at like 8:00 in the morning every Saturday morning when I wanted to just watch Saturday morning cartoons and be a lazy shit. Which I still want to do that to this day. Yeah, as an adult, I still want to be a lazy shit, but maybe not so much cartoons now. It's streaming content, or just watch Zack Snyder's Justice League again. No, but yeah, and then I would just watch people play, because I was a little guy, and I would just kind of squeeze in and just kind of watch everybody do their thing and watch all the beautiful fatalities that would just warp my brain, my developing brain, into the mush that it is today. And then of course Mortal Kombat 3 came out. Remember arcades, guys? Yes. Back in our day, we used to have these places, these rooms that had these big huge machines that had joysticks and big huge buttons that stuck out of them. And I don't think anybody wiped down the joysticks because sometimes there would be some just like, corrosion on them from all the people that have gripped the joysticks and buttons. It was kind of gross. That would happen. Do you ever notice that? I don't think they ever fucking really wiped down those machines that well. Because there would be sometimes you'd see some just like, what is that? There's something that is caked on here. And I think it was just like a bunch of dead skin, a collective of dead skin and shit. Just like, oh man, it's gross. Man, what's going on, Geek Studios? How you doing, bud? Yeah. But I mean, that's that. I mean, you want to talk about building immune systems, man. Now it's like, no more of that. No more of this. You better wear a mask, wear a hazmat suit. Everybody's Jesus Christ. Everybody's immune systems are going to be shit. That's what's going to happen. Exactly, Aaron. That's what I'm talking about. This is why we're okay. It's why we're okay. But the new generation, they're going to be fucked. Their world's wrapped in bubble fucking paper. That's what it is. You know what we used to do with bubble paper? Yeah, we just popped it. That's all we did. We just grabbed it and pop. We just squeezed it. I used to take it, roll it up, and just like twist it where it went, brah! Yeah. That's what we did. Now bubble paper is all over the place. What's going on there, Tony? How you doing, bud? It has been a while, man. Well, hopefully I'll be doing my Patreon stream. I'm not going to do it this weekend. I was planning on it, but something else came about. Guys, that I'm teasing it right now. Well, first off, tomorrow's going to be cool because I'm going to be showing off. We're going to do a pre-show tomorrow, and you'll be able to see an interview tomorrow. Not quite sure if I'm going to have a guest for the main vodka stream tomorrow night. Seems like everybody was going, nah, I can't do it tomorrow. So sadly, I don't think I'm going to have, we might not be a guest. So it might just be people talking. I don't know. That's what it's looking like right now. Maybe I'll just, I'll figure it out tomorrow. But there'll be a 5:00 stream where I'm going to play an interview. So that'll be cool. And then Saturday, of course, we'll be having the Fanimated stream, but it's going to be on an hour early. because there's going to be another stream that's going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. Not going to tell you it now, but it's going to be a nice little surprise. And yeah, should be good. So guest, I know, it'll be guest, Garza, Scott, all of them, everybody who shows up already. But hopefully, we'll have a good discussion. We'll talk about more of the numbers and stuff because, yeah, I'm trying to make heads or tails in the numbers. I mean, it's almost like, I mean, no matter what, HBO, I mean, Warner Media, AT&T, they're gonna give positivity out there. Is it all super positive? No, of course not. But but you can look at the optimism of it. They are, really trying. I think once it hits, I'm just wondering what's going to happen when it finally starts hitting internationally. And that's what I wondered too. How big would have been Q1 if they were already international? And that's the thing too, is remember, guys, this is just HBOMax and HBO. Yeah, this is just that. We must realize too that this is not Zack Snyder's Justice League numbers. We're not talking about that. We still haven't gotten those goddamn numbers, and we still got to realize. I mean, on Film Junkee Live yesterday, obviously I showed that one guy who just kind of broke it down, and 32 plus million people are watching, and then of course, who knows what happens with all the engagements. I mean, like I said, we're in just such a new ground here, and then the fact that HBO Max is only in America. And then everybody everywhere else was breaking records when it came to streaming and renting. So, I mean, who knows if we're ever going to get like the huge numbers, but the numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Mason. Are you quoting The Rock? I don't know. For some reason, I remember The Rock right there. Good old America. Ooh, let's see. If China gets Zack Snyder, yeah. 3 billion. I know China didn't even get it, right? Because it's China. Why are they such sticklers over there, man? I'll tell you what, sucks. Kind of sucks if that's the case. And it's not. The people are great, but why is the government over there kind of crappy? I don't know. Kind of just keep everything on a stranglehold over there. That's why. Kind of makes you wonder about things when people, yeah. And then they're, of course, they're dipped into our economy pretty good too, which is not good if you think about it in bigger picture, but hey, it's whatever. Ooh, itchy nose. Did you like the end scene? What? No spoilers, right? If anybody who's seen Mortal Kombat, is it up on HBO Max right now? Or is it at midnight my time? Is that what's happening? At midnight my time? I don't know. Let's see. HBO Max. And I plan on watching. I mean, if you guys saw my review, yeah, I wasn't super thrilled about the movie, sadly. But I do plan on watching it again. And mind you, I watched this like 2.5 weeks ago. Actually, I watched it about 3 weeks ago. Actually, yeah. I think it was the week before, the Monday before I started my new job. So yeah. Yeah. Like maybe almost 4 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago. That's when I watched it, guys. I mean, but of course I couldn't say anything. They were like, and then I even said like, the embargo was today at 4:00 my time. That just kind of shows you that they didn't have faith in all that. And yeah, a lot of reviews are not really giving it. And I love the fact that they're so original and they keep saying Mortal Kombat was not a flawless victory. I saw probably like 3 or 4 headlines that use flawless victory. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Okay. You're not going to be original. Oh, no, don't be talking about that, Greg. Don't be talking about that. Come on now. I have my thoughts about all that. I have my thoughts about all that. Job's good. It's challenging, and the days go by so quickly, man, that I work from home. I mean, I love the fact that I work from home. And what's funny too is like, a lot of people might think, oh man, you're just going to be, you just get up. Well, what I love about it is I could literally get out of bed 2 minutes before I start and just log in, get dressed, get the coffee going, and then just go, which is great. But what's great about it is like I'm not staring at the clock. I mean, yeah, you glance at the clock, but what's great about it is just, yeah. I mean, I still get dressed. I still, you know me, guys. I like to stand. If I'm working, if I'm trying to be, obviously I'm not standing right now, but that's why I stand in my shows. Just because I don't know. I think we sit too much. I sit too much. I've been, working in an office for way too long, and just sitting, that could really fuck your back up after a while. Standing's good. So I actually, I have both little risers for my stuff on both my desks, and it's just kind of cool to go back and forth because I literally, I started work, did some work, stopped for about 5 minutes or so, recorded my Conjuring 3 trailer. And as that was as that was doing that, did some more work, came back over here, edited it real quick. And as that was rendering, back to work on my stuff, blah, 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 and then upload, fill all that stuff out, bam. I mean, it's just kind of cool to just go back and forth. It just feels like I can get a lot done. And then when and then I was like, okay, I was going to record my Mortal Kombat review last night, but I was like, I just was not really feeling it. And I just was like, nah, I'll wait. So then lunchtime, I took an hour lunch, made some food, showered up, and then just recorded my review right there, my lunch. And then as that was, put it together and as it was rendering, I clocked right back in and just started working and then just hit upload and just scheduled it and bam. It's kind of nice, man, because before couldn't do that. When you're stuck at an office and then you have to commute home, it sucks, man. But I'm totally digging this. And it's so great too, because guys, I'm filling up my tank like once a month. It's so great. I mean, I used to fill up my tank like once, twice a week. Now it's once a month. It's great. What happened? Who's getting banned? Don't get banned. Chat is overrun by Aussies, right? Yeah, because it's daytime over there, isn't it? Is that what's happening? From the land down under. That's right. But yeah, it's so the job's going good, man. I want to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, but yeah, you can't ban me. You can only ban half of me, Jose. Damn you. It's 3 p.m. over there. See, it's right in the middle of the day. See, there you go. Yeah, gas is almost $4, so it's nice because you guys know I bought a new car last November, Corolla, which gets excellent gas mileage. And now that I barely leave my house, I mean, I'll leave to go to the store or whatever, on the weekends. Occasionally I'll go to a friend's house or I try to visit my mom every weekend. So, but other than that, like I'm not really leaving much and it's great. So I'm only filling up my tank like months. That's what it's been like the past couple of months, ever since I stopped doing that job or the last job. Oh, we got Geeks from Boston here, and he's up late. The Falcon and Winter Soldier, yeah. I want to watch the season premiere, but no, I still got to get up early. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to actually start work earlier tomorrow. So then I think on my lunch break, I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to give my full-on review of that. And then I gotta edit some stuff too. And yeah, I got a busy day tomorrow because I got to finish what I'm doing with daytime work. And then of course we'll have the vodka stream. Like I said, I just don't know if there's going to be an actual guest because like I said, I think there's 3 people that were on the guest list of potential guests for tomorrow, and neither one could do it tomorrow. So. Yeah, sadly. So it might but like I said, we're going to do a 5 o'clock pregame show and I'm going to stream an interview tomorrow. So you guys will see that. I'll have that. I'll post that in the morning. You'll see who I've interviewed. That's pre-recorded, of course. So we'll have that at least. And then, yeah, I think it'll just be me and the boys, Is it a series finale or a season finale? That's the thing. That's what I don't know. Is it a series finale or season finale? Who knows? But anyways, yeah. So, when it comes to these numbers, they look good. They don't look good. It's simply, whatever, you could spin it really either way. That's what it seems like is the case, because you could compare it when you see all the other streaming services that are global. Yeah, they're blowing fucking HBO Max out of the water. But then you break it down to, okay, like I said, that information about Netflix, Canada, and US, they only got 400,000 compared to 2.7 million. That's pretty good. That's a good number to look at. It's like, okay, if you break it down like that. But again, when we're looking at this, we don't look at it like, okay, when it comes to Snyder cut numbers, when it comes to Zack Snyder's Justice League, because this is just HBO Max. We can't, there's so many different like streaming services and all that stuff. The numbers, if they ever fucking release them, they'll be pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal. But it's not like Snyder's just going to fucking sit there and wait for them. No, but he doesn't want us to stop either. I think when it comes to Zack Snyder, especially since talking to him like personally, he's just full of energy. He's full of ideas. He's just a super creative person. Like I said, if I had 1/16th, 1/32nd of his fucking energy, I would get probably 3 times as much done. And a lot of people wonder, he's not going to sit there and wait for Warner Media and HBO Max and just be like, all right, well, I'm going to postpone this just in case. No, he started a whole other franchise, another universe on Netflix. He's going to pitch another one, and then he's got the anime stuff, and then he's got Horse Latitudes. He's not going to sit still. But if something were to happen, then he'd go, okay, now it's time to, like, maybe he has a contingency of like, okay, if I'm going to go back to this, I'm going to go back to the superhero world, the Justice League world, how am I going to achieve this? And he'll have all that worked out. No, Zach does not have the numbers. Since the last time I talked to him, no. Yeah, he never gave me the chili recipe. I think we joked about that too. When I talked to him when I had that interview with Debbie, I think the first thing I said was, "How's the chili?" And he goes, "Oh, delicious." So one of these days, hopefully, I'll be able to partake in Snyder's chili. That sounded weird. Okay, it's fine. But anyways, so okay, LP3 in Antarctica. Yeah, I really did. Looks badass. Yeah, no. See, that's the thing. It's like we gotta. This whole fandom. I hope they really get behind Army of the Dead. I really hope they get big time behind Army of the Dead, because like I told you guys, I'm getting for the next couple of weeks. It's funny. I have 2 guests locked in for next week, guys, already for Vodka Stream. I already got 2 guests. Yeah. So next week is going to be a definite double shot of guests for 5 o'clock pregame and then 8 o'clock regular Vodka Stream. So that's going to be cool. Next week's going to be great. And like I've told you guys, I'm going to try my best to, get some Army of the Dead cast members. So, take your guess on whether one of the guests next week is going to be an Army of the Dead cast member. Possibly. Maybe. Can't tell you. Keep it a surprise. Keep you guys on your toes. Yeah. But so that's kind of what my goal is going to be, to get some Army of the Dead, more Army of the Dead people for can't be in Signar. But yeah, that's what my goal is going to be for the month of May, is to try to get, I'm hoping to get Batista all the way up to Batista, because I think Batista would be cool to I wonder if he partakes in the beverages, because apparently Joe Manganiello doesn't. Manganiello. Sorry, I'm going back to Niello. Manganiello. Trust me. You know what's funny about that? Like Saturday before my Justice Con panel with Joe, I was like walking around going Manganiello, just to try to like get, because I always said Manganiello. I was trying to get. I was like, I do not need to mispronounce him. But apparently Joe's not a drinker. That's probably when I reached out. That's probably why when I reached out to his people, about coming on the vodka stream, that's probably why they turned me down. So he's not a drinker. But I wonder if Dave Bautista is. I wonder if he is. I wonder if he, and that's the thing about the vodka stream. It's like, you don't have to have a drink. It's not required. I always say that now when I'm reaching out to people. I'm like, hey, it's not a requirement. It's not whatever. But I think there's a little bit of a stigma when it comes to, oh yeah, it's called the vodka stream. But what's cool about it though, like, I think when I interviewed Connie Nielsen, and that was pre-recorded during the day at 11 o'clock, I wasn't sure because I think it was 8 o'clock her time or 9 o'clock or something like that. And I wasn't sure if she was going to be drinking or not. And then, of course, she was like, oh, yeah, I got wine. And I went, well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour some vodka at 11 o'clock in the morning to drink with Connie Nielsen. So it's great. And the same thing that happened with Fabian Wagner. I was like, he was also like 8 or 9 hours ahead. So, and he had a beer. So I was like, all right, I got something too. And no, yeah, that's the thing, Pro. That's another thing. The stigma. The fact that Ben Affleck is a recovering alcoholic, I would not, if I had the chance to interview Ben Affleck, I would not have it on the vodka stream. That's the thing. It would just be, yeah, stop spamming. Stop the spamming. Easy there. And you're spelling Mortal Kombat wrong. You can watch Mortal Kombat in 2 hours. Less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours. You can watch Mortal Kombat on HBOMax. Anyways. Oh, you met Ben Affleck. Yeah, he seems like he'd be a cool dude. But yeah, but it wouldn't be a vodka stream just because, you gotta be good with that. Uh-oh. What's happening? Why is Doge coins trending again? I'll look at my Doge coins, or is it doggy coins? Doggy coins. But anyways. Does new MK have the techno theme song? I think, yeah, it has all that. You hear it throughout. I don't know if they released the soundtrack. Yeah, it'd be like a soda or water stream. If you release this, if you saw the soundtrack, yeah, it's got there's some technoness in the score. It's pretty good. The score's good on Mortal Kombat. Like I said, it's not a terrible movie. It starts strong and finishes strong for sure. But just like in the middle, it just kind of just blows right by. And there's things that I went, I didn't really like that. It gets a little B-roll for me. But like I said, some of the fatalities are pretty damn awesome. So there's particularly one fatality that is fucking amazing. Fucking amazing, I tell you what. Nicotina's mom is here again. That's funny. But yeah, so it's good stuff. What about the rum? The Tender Bar. There it is. That's what Ben Affleck just wrapped up shooting, right? I'll never understand Bitcoin or doggy coins. Yeah, it's just crypto, man. It's just investing and seeing what happens. It's pretty weird. It is pretty weird. Like, my brother is deep into cryptocurrency. I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but all I know is I understand it enough where if you have one that's popular and that's cheap to buy, it's like doggy coins, that if you get in on it early and it shoots up, you can make some just easy money, which I have, which is kind of cool. But, it's always risky. The stock market is essentially just like, it's like going to a casino and fucking playing some roulette almost. But it's not as scary as sometimes it seems, because I have investments in all kinds of little stocks. I'm trying to get early in on the technology stocks for autonomous vehicles and electric cars and shit like that. That's what I'm trying to get into, because those are going to be in the next couple of years, those are going to go up. But yeah, when it comes to cryptocurrency, look what happened to Bitcoin. what, 7-8 years ago, it was, you could buy it for like 4 cents, and now it's up to, it keeps going past $60,000. I mean, just imagine if you bought like 1,000 or something Bitcoins, do the math on that. Jesus Christ. Yeah. And Doggy just started as nothing. I mean, literally, don't they use that one dog as like their logo? But but like I said, you just got to try to find which ones that are gonna end up taking off. Like I said, my brother's really deep into it, so he'll like let me know, like, hey, invest in this one, invest in that one, and he's made some good money off of some of this stuff. But I'm trying to, and I've made some. Yeah, so I mean, hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's just funny how Doggy, is that how you say it? Doggy, Dodgy. Hopefully, oh, you've been mining Bitcoin for a while, Jason. Good for you, man. Good for you. I got into it. I think at the end of 2019, I got into it then, and I was using this other app called Coinbits, which was a very easy way to do it, and it's just sitting there, and it's kind of nice because it's just like a nice little chunk of change that's been sitting there for almost 2 years, or like, not 2 years, probably about a year and a half now. Yeah, it's just kind of just building up. I mean, I think I joined in when Bitcoin was at 20 to 30. I think it was like at 30,000, maybe. I don't know. Dog A coin. Yeah, it's all great. I just saw that on my Twitter right now. It disappeared, of course, but it was at a point where for some reason that was trending in California. I don't know why. So I was like, should I look at my doggy coins? I don't know. But I mean, hey, if I was hoping that, I mean, the AT&T stock, they talked about that. I think that was up like what, 4% today or something like that. I have one share in that. And kudos to everybody who joined up, with Russ and everybody. Oh, jeez. That's shit. Oh my God, man. See, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to the stock market. Man, I tanked. Man, last week I was up so much. Now I'm just, that's what's fun. Oh yeah, dog A is, oh God damn, that thing tanked. Man, it got up to what, 42 cents, 45 cents. Now it's at 18. Oh man, everybody was trying to make it go crazy on 420. They were calling it Doggy 420 or something like that, or 420 Doggy Day or something like that. But yeah, that fucking shit tanked. It tanked. But this is where you want to buy. This is where you want to buy when it's cheap, because it will definitely go up again. See, that's when you should have cashed out. But I'm trying to like hold it on for the long run. So yeah, that's just what happens, man. They said he's only watching MK for Sonia's chat. You know what? I mean, what's her name? Jessica McNamee? She's pretty damn hot. She's pretty damn gorgeous. I will say that. That is a gorgeous woman right there. Oof. I mean, she's badass, of course. But man, you see her like, just normal. Just, hey, here, talking. Whew, man. I tell you what. Yeah. I think you guys are already kind of guessing one of the people I interviewed. Buy the dip. Listen to Greg. That's the thing. Yeah, you hold on. When it comes to crypto, it's not, I mean, yeah, you could do like the day-to-day shit. I don't know how to do day trading. There are people that I've watched videos and it's fucking confusing. But when it comes to crypto and stuff like that, I mean, all the stuff I'm invested in, that's just what I'm invested in. It's for the long run, because, I mean, you always keep on hearing, oh yeah, this will eventually get to here. This will eventually get to here. I mean, it's going to be like Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, you just got to watch. Yeah, it sucks that I just looked at how much it tanked right now. And it's like, damn, but I'm still up. That's the thing. I'm not up by much like I was last week, but I'm still that money that I invested is not at a loss. It's not like I just lost my ass. It just, it just dropped and then it'll go back up again. Day trading, yeah, I couldn't even try to do that. I've seen videos and I'm like, I don't even understand. It's just it's crazy. So I'm in it for more of the long run to see what happens. Hopefully, because I'm invested in like 10 different cryptos. I'm hoping one of them goes the Bitcoin route. So that'll be sweet. That's what I'm waiting on right there. So we'll see. But like I said, I'm also invested into AT&T, who, god damn it. So next week is going to be the investors meeting. I don't know why everybody was talking about Investors Day today. I should probably change the title of my thing. I don't know. It was partially an Investors Day today, I would say. Let's just say it was partially. Yeah, CNBC is total. They suck, but they changed. The thing is, though, they changed their shit. They changed their article. That's the good thing. That's the good thing is they changed the article and because they immediately and I almost kind of wonder who the fuck gave permission to slam. Oh yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League. They barely didn't even really have much of an impact, and they changed it. Yeah, because they're not professional. But Variety goes HBO. I forgot to read off Variety here. It says HBOMax gains 3 million subscribers in Q1. AT&T beats Wall Street forecasts. So positive. And it says updated. HBOMax continued on its growth curve in the first 3 months of 2021, powered in part by big budget films like Godzilla vs. Kong and Zack Snyder's Justice League that streamed onto the service during the quarter. HBO Max gained 3 million subscribers, which is, of course, 2.7. And then it says AT&T said a number the company should be pleased with after concerns HBO Max might have trouble retaining subs after the big lift from Wonder Woman 84 in December. Last month, Warner Brothers said Godzilla vs. Kong had the best. Yeah. Of course, they said Godzilla vs. Kong was cool, man. It was good. Okay, what about Zack Snyder's Justice League? You fucks. Come on. At the end of March, HBO Max, HBO combined. Yeah, of course. That's the whole combined thing. I mean, they're going to do the combined thing just because that makes the numbers look better. If HBO Max really blew up, they would really blew up big time, got twice the numbers. They would be like, oh, well, HBO Max got this, and then combined. Look how much it's gotten. So losses on the legacy HBO side were offset by HBO Max's retail and wholesale growth. So, yeah, I mean, there's just, they're being positive because they have to be. But like I said, this is why you saw people spinning this, because the numbers look good and they don't look good at the same time. That's what it is. So anybody who's hating, they're going to use it. They're going to use these numbers to throw shade. They're going to be, look at this. Oh yeah, Netflix got 4 million. Amazon got this much. But that's looking at it globally. But then you break it down to just domestically, HBO Max was a powerhouse. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is, guys. So just ignore those dickheads. Like I said, I don't know why they hate. They just want to, Yeah, most of them have, hashtag BLM, hashtag stop Asian hate in their Twitter bios and handles and stuff like that. Because why? They want you to know that they are a good person, which that means they have skeletons. They're hiding something. 100%. 100%. I will always think that, just like when Joss Whedon wore that. This is what a feminist looks like. Okay. Ugh, gross. We can retire. Yeah. If Dog A coin hits 1,000, ooh man, I'll be able to retire. That's for damn sure. That's why you want to buy now. Buy when it's low. Go in there and buy some Dog A coins. And there's other stuff too that I'm trying to look into that I hear is pretty good. That's looking pretty good too. But yeah, man, if that thing, shit. I mean, even if it gets to $100, my God, that's going to be pretty good too. So it wouldn't take long. I mean, you always hear about these people that, oh yeah, I invested in, they invested in Bitcoin years ago at when there was like 5 cents a share. And then all of a sudden now they're fucking multimillionaires. Crazy how that is. What a weird world we live in, where we literally have this machine that runs 24 hours, and people buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell, and people make millions, people lose millions. It's like this big, huge, I don't know, slot machine, Keno, I don't know, roulette wheel. It's kind of crazy. It's legal gambling. It really is. Hey, thank you, TTC Sniping. Grace sort of did a 180 by believing that article. Yeah, I watched her video. So, I watched her video, and it was a little, it was negative. And then she even said, I agreed with her with the whole thing about, you could kind of look at it both ways, and you can kind of look at it both ways. But I'm kind of looking at more of the positive, obviously, because I dig the service, because I use the service pretty much daily, because there's things that are on there that I like. I completely canceled my cable because everything that I was, usually when I'm working on something, I'll have like reruns of something on, and HBOMax has most of that I usually would probably watch, or something on Netflix, something like that. So I don't even need cable anymore. So yeah, it's just, we just got to be, I guess, a little bit more patient. I don't know. I mean, like I said, when it comes to the Snyderverse, I'm optimistic. But at the same time, Zach is not just going to sit around and wait. He's going to continue to do his things. But like I said, if he does have to come back, if he's going to come back to it, that's why I've always put out there, guys, what if, they continue the Snyderverse, they continue the 5-part story arc, but he's not necessarily directing the whole thing. If they do it a series next time, he maybe directs the first episode, and then maybe he'll direct the last one. That'd be kind of cool. It's like, hey, direct the first episode, direct the last episode. That'd be kind of cool. But then he has different directors in there, so then he's less hands-on. But they pretty much got the guideline. I totally would be okay with that. And I know there's people that are not okay with that, which is weird, because it's like, hey, give the man a break. He's busy. Trust me, he's busy. So I'm just saying, like, as long as he's got his fingerprints on it. And that's why I always said, like, I mean, his name is so marketable now that they could easily have Justice League 2 and 3, and just instead of being Zack Snyder, well, it could still be called Zack Snyder's Justice League, to be honest, because he did come up with the idea. But even if it wasn't that, it could be Zack Snyder Presents. Also, just put his name over it. Yeah, bring in David Ayer to direct an episode. And like I said, Rick, I can never say his last name. I suck at his name, but Rick, he did great work on The Mandalorian. So bring him in for an episode or 2 or something like that. I mean, it could be very awesome what they could do. They can really, and what's cool too is knowing Zach, he probably would want to expand on the ideas that they had for the sequels, just because if they give them like that streaming platform, like, oh, that, instead of this being a 4-hour movie, let's make it a 6-hour or 7-hour. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool. But like I said, he's not going to sit around and wait. He's not sitting around and waiting. I'm sure he was anxious, but at the same time, he doesn't want us to stop doing it because just everything that this fandom has achieved, and just kind of showing this guy. And like I said, when it comes to all the sliminess that Warner Brothers has done, it's not over yet, guys. It's definitely not over yet. So expect more. Absolutely. So, yeah. And like I said, don't give up hope. I mean, I remember fucking year and a half, 2 years ago, when I'd be doing videos and there'd be people like hitting me up going, man, I'm starting to lose faith, man. What the hell? And I always would say, keep the optimism up. Just keep it up. Keep it up. And look what happened. We are now in post-Snyder Cut society. So much so that fans put up a billboard to bring back Tony Stark from the dead. fuck was that? Please tell me that was just somebody was just, hey, we got some money to piss away. Somebody that made some money on fucking doggy coin and said, hey, let's put up a billboard to hashtag Tony Stark, bring Tony Stark back from the dead, or whatever the fuck it was called. Please tell me that was a troll, because if those fans are serious, that's really stupid. First off, not even remotely the same as the whole release of Snyder Cut stuff. Definitely not, because we were trying to get a movie. We're trying to get a movie to come out that was taken away from a director, trying to get his actual vision out. Okay. Fucking Tony Stark sacrificed himself for the good of the world. Okay. We don't need to bring him back from the dead. I mean, I know that they could play with the whole multiverse thing. Fuck that. Stop it. And I wouldn't be surprised if Robert Downey Jr. ends up coming back somehow in some form. But shut up. I hope that that's just a stupid troll of a billboard. But it just shows you right there that everything that's been that's happened in the Snyder fandom has now become so mainstream. It's so mainstream. It's crazy. But yeah, let Tony Stark, rest in peace. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, it was over a decade worth of greatness. It's so funny too, because it got to the point where Feige and all them were like, we're not going to put you in, we're not going to give you another Iron Man sequel. We're just going to put you in other people's movies. And for some reason, a lot of people are going, yeah, we don't want another Iron Man movie, because let's face it, his villains are boring. He don't have good villains. His villains kind of suck. Even though the Mandarin, I think probably would have been if they did the authentic Mandarin, that probably would have been good. But I think they just kind of realized that. All right, we're gonna put you, Civil War, right there. Spider-Man, we'll put you in there. And then when it comes to the Avengers movies, essentially they're gonna star you. Okay, it's pretty much what it was. I think that's kind of how they looked at it. After Iron Man 3, they went, you know what? We don't really know what else to do with you by yourself. We're just going to throw you in other movies. And it worked. It actually did. I think they went a little too heavy on the Spider-Man stuff, but I thought Spider-Man Homecoming was fine. But then it was like, all right, let's move on, which I hope they do, which I'm hoping that's going to be the case. But who is that quick to write off a I know, right? It's really dumb. It's really dumb when they do that stuff. So what happened, Kevin? Well, we already went over the numbers. You're about an hour and 2 minutes late. We already talked about the numbers. They look good and they don't look good at the same time. Pretty much we're still where we're at. But the point is there was growth, okay? There was growth. And there are articles that say that Zack Snyder's Justice League helped with that growth. We still don't have full-fledged numbers. Who knows? Apparently, there's going to be a full-on investors meeting next week on the 30th. Today was just an earnings call. I thought it was an investors day. They were calling it an investors day. I think it was investors day part 1. Next week will be part 2. So hopefully we'll get some more when it comes to that. That'll be good. And guys, I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up. It's already been an hour. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and head to bed, because of course I got to get up and do work. Like I said, it's really awesome. My commute is literally from my bed to my desk. It's great. I don't even have to put on pants, do anything. But anyways, guys, I'm going to bid you adieu. Like I said, tomorrow, when it comes to stuff that I'll be doing, I'll be getting up my Falcon and the Winter Soldier season finale or series finale. I don't know what is it, series or season? I don't know which one's going to be, but I'll get that review up. If anything else comes up, I'll definitely do that as well. And then, like I said, 5:00, we'll have a vodka stream pregame where I'll stream a short interview. It's not a long interview. It's a short one. So it's a short interview, and we'll have that. And then, like I said, normal vodka stream tomorrow night. Doesn't look like there's going to be a full-on guest. I think it's just going to be strictly panel because, like I said, seems like tomorrow's like a bad day. for some people. So we'll see what happens, but there'll be a lot of hot numbers talk and stuff like that. So we'll do it. It'll be fun. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I appreciate you clicking in. Hit that like, thumbs up before you take off. Hit the notification and hit the member button if you want to become a member. Patreon, your patrons, and I'm glad that you patrons, you keep it a secret, because I've already revealed 2 things for you guys about what's coming up. So what's coming up in the next couple of days. So, thank you for not spoiling it. That's why you guys are awesome. That's why I love you. And then, like I said, I wanted to have a Patreon stream, but on this Saturday, but like I said, you guys know, you guys know why that's not happening. So anyways, all right, guys, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you clicking in. I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See you later.